So the next bite of the elephant is to build a coalition of the willing. This is about bringing together representative stakeholders inside of your organization to move this digital transformation forward overall. As part of the audit process, you'll have been exposed through your staff interviews to the different individuals inside each department that may be good candidates to invite into this coalition of the willing. And then again, really important to have an executive stakeholder who understands the holistic vision and can kind of drive from the top down the need and the buy-in around this digital transformation. We're also creating a safe space for dialogue here. So this is where we can really lean into what are the truths that have been exposed out of the audit, and then where there are opportunities to address change that's needed. My colleague is going to introduce you to the Miro board. It provides an outline for the initial session for the Coalition of the Willing. So I'll hand it over to them.
Hi, my name is Star, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of our whiteboarding workshop Miro template. This Miro template gives you a framework to facilitate conversation with your coalition of the willing, basically the staff you've identified who can share ideas for improving workflows. For teams that work in person, you can definitely do this exercise with sticky notes on whiteboards or on the walls in your office. For partially or fully remote teams like us, a Miro board works in the same way. I advise you pick a strong facilitator to sort of lead and direct this meeting and set a tone of collaboration and openness. If you don't have a Miro account, you can create a free account. Then the option to duplicate this board will be available to you here. You click these three dots in the upper left-hand corner, board, and then duplicate. Next, I'm going to zoom us in. So we're zoomed in here to our Miro board. Please start here, as the directions say. There's some great ideas for ground rules and how to use this board before you get into the session today. At the beginning of this workshop, let's go through participant introductions so everyone participating can add their name and their role here. And then we get into the meat of it. First, we're going to go through our motivation for change. So there's sticky notes here on the Miro board, or if you're doing it in person, you can write down physical sticky notes. We advise that everyone sort of participate silently, writing their own sticky notes for about 5 minutes. And then after that 5 minutes, we can come together and discuss everything that's here on the board. This makes sure that all voices are heard equally. We've also provided these 4 core themes for you. If they don't serve you, that's okay, but they help us structure, the conversations that we'll be having. So after we go over our why and our motivation for change, we do the same process with challenges. So what are the barriers that we need to overcome in this digital transformation? Same idea, we each contribute for about 5 minutes writing our own sticky notes, and then we come and discuss all of them together. Next, we want to talk about our strengths. What strengths do we have to leverage towards a digital transformation? What are the areas that we really shine? Lastly, we want to generate some ideas. So what opportunities do we see? What can we dream about in the future? So that whole session probably should take about an hour, maybe longer, depending on the size of your group. And it will set us up well for the next step in our digital transformation.